Hi, I'm Gary White for Central Kentucky Television, here with
Yvonne McNary.
And this is Central Kentucky Talks, where we keep you up to date on all the stuff going on in Central Kentucky and our three-county area.
Right.
And there's always a lot.
Yes, there is, Gary. There's never a dull moment in this Central Kentucky. Never.
That's right.
Never.
So we just wrapped up Memorial Day,
Yes.
which was on May 30th this year, and we've been airing some different highlights from shows that have been done with veterans in our community. Now, Memorial Day actually honors the veterans, people who have passed away, where Veterans Day is for our living veterans, but since we weren't able to interview some veterans who have passed away, we had our living veterans on for their interviews.
That's a good idea, Gary.
So we thought that was a better option.
Yes, it was.
So we had some of that stuff on there. It was really interesting hearing about all the different stories that they had to share about their experiences and stuff. And there were a lot of celebrations that went on as well. I know Kenny Fogle, who you see here on our community focus in Nelson County, was the MC for an event over in Bardstown, as well as some different stuff going on. And the weather was spectacular.
Yes, it was, Gary. It was so spectacular till it made me want to sweat. How about that?
Well, if you don't have air conditioning, that can happen.
Yes, indeed. I had no air conditioning the past weekend, and it was one of those weekends that most people pray for. You know, the weather is so good, so warm, everybody can go outside in tank tops and shorts and all that. Yes, that's wonderful.
Yes, but if you don't have air conditioning, it gets a little warm.
Yes, when you don't have that option, you know,
Exactly.
to go cool off for a little bit, you know, and come back. So I'm thrilled that I now have AC, and I could have enjoyed the holiday a lot better had I had it then. But you know, what can I say? Better now than never. You
Exactly,
know?
exactly. So it's good to have it now. Because it's actually supposed to be in the mid-90s one day this week, Wednesday, and then it will go back down to the lower 80s for the weekend and such. But so that'll be good.
Yes, that will be. That would be very good. Yes, we're going to get a little rain too, I hear, along with that mix. So
Yes, but hopefully it won't wash our driveway away.
no, it won't. It won't be that kind of rain.
Because we have a gravel drive out here to the station in Lebanon, and we had it fixed. It wasn't a bad ride, was it?
No, it wasn't. Not at all. Very nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you. But you know, I heard some other people talking about some drives earlier today too. So I think you were in good company.
Yes.
Yeah, you were in
Yes.
very good company because a lot of people complain about the driveways being partially washed away
Yeah.
due to past rains. But looking good out there now.
Absolutely. So, we want to talk about some of the stuff that's going on, but we also want to talk about some of the fun stuff that has been happening. And I know you got to go to the Springfield BPW wine tasting that was held on Saturday, May the 21st, over in Springfield.
Yes.
That
And it
was-
was wonderful as usual. It was in the old Louisville building,
Mm-hmm.
and BPW put on a great spread. You know, they always do. You never expect anything less than that from them. And lots of people, lots of young people there. You know,
Oh, good.
Yeah, a lot of great entertainment, and of course they had the auction. They had the silent auction and the regular auction outside. Hale, our friend Mr.
Selwyn Hale.
Selwyn Hale was there for that. And everybody looked wonderful. It looked like everybody was ready for spring. You know, it had rained earlier that day, and everybody thought, oh, the weather is not looking real good. But it sort of cleared off about time for it to begin, and then it got better as the evening went on, and it turned out to be very pleasant. A very
Right.
pleasant evening, yes. Lots of wines.
Yes.
Lots of wines.
Some local and some other kinds of wines as well that were on hand.
Yes, yes, lots of wines. Everybody seemed to be in a particularly good mood.
Right, and entertainment.
Yes, and entertainment, live entertainment. So it was wonderful. It was wonderful. If you weren't able to make it out there this year, next year,
That's right.
put it on your calendar and be sure you get out there.
I think this
Support
was
them.
the 14th year for it, so next year will be a big year with our 15th.
Yes, it will be. And you know, the money that's raised goes toward scholarships for students here in the area. So it all goes for a good cause.
Absolutely.
It all goes for a very good cause. So we'll probably be hearing something about those scholarships here shortly.
Good stuff going on. And if you missed that wine tasting, you have the opportunity for another one this Saturday on June the 4th. It is the Bardstown Rotary Club's 41st annual
41st?
wine tasting
Wow.
on the Spalding Hall lawn in Bardstown. So that's going to be taking place on Saturday, June the 4th in Bardstown. But there's a lot of stuff actually going on this weekend as well. It's also the St. Catherine's Parish in New Haven has their church picnic. It's church picnic season.
Yes, it is. No sooner than it gets warm than they start the picnics.
Exactly. And that's going to be down in New Haven, St. Catherine of Alexandria's church picnic on Saturday, June the 4th as well. And also in New Haven, Thomas the Train's going to be there.
Wow.
I know, and you get to talk to him this
Yeah.
year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he'll talk to you. I don't know how he'll answer you, but he'll talk anyway. So you can have a conversation.
A conversation with Thomas the Train.
Exactly.
I look forward to it.
Absolutely, at the Kentucky Railway Museum. So that's always kind of fun.
Yes. You've been several years.
Yes. Have you?
Well, I've been a couple of times, yeah. I know it's mostly for kids, but you know, it's
But everybody
fun.
can enjoy a train ride.
You can. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. Everybody can enjoy a train ride through some pretty countryside and stuff.
Yes, it's
you know,
beautiful down that way.
knowing that Thomas is pulling you along.
Yeah, chug, chug, chug.
And Sir Topham Hatt. I think that's who you can get your picture taken with.
I have not had my picture
picture
taken.
taken.
No, I didn't do that.
Something you're missing out on.
Oh, maybe this year.
Exactly. But that's at the Kentucky Railway Museum. You can go online to Kentucky Railway, KentuckyRail.org, I believe it is. But you can go and look up Kentucky Railway Museum and get some tickets for that, because they do have some tickets available. It's going to be there the 4th and 5th, Saturday and Sunday, and then also the next weekend. So that would be the 11th and the 12th as well. That'll be in New Haven at the Kentucky Railway Museum to kind of enjoy Thomas.
Yes.
But also this weekend is an event that I know that you enjoy.
Oh, yes.
It's the 400-mile yard sales along Highway 68.
Love it. Love it. I am a purveyor of stuff. And, you know, it just makes my heart overflow to see that other people have as much stuff as I do, you know. Even though I'm trying to pass around some of my stuff. I'm trying to share. I'm trying to share some of my stuff. But the 400-mile sale, it is the biggie. You know, I really enjoy that because we get to talk to a lot of people too.
Right.
And we get the history behind their stuff and where they got it from and you know, what it's good for, repurposed items. You know, you look and go, what on earth is that? They can tell you. They can tell you exactly what it is and what you use it for. So it's always a lot of fun.
And that's on Highway 68, which runs through Marion County as well as into Taylor County, but it runs, it's called 400 miles out because there's 400 miles. It goes through several states, just in our area that we're covering, obviously. But it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And as in years past, it kind of builds as the weekend goes, right?
And usually, too, in years past, on that Sunday, it rained. Usually. We're going to see what happens this year. See what happens. But, you know, I was talking to some people the other day about the 400-mile sale, and they were telling me about some secret places that they go that have really good stuff.
Okay.
So I might be able to contact them this year and, you know, find
Get
out
some secrets.
Get some secret stuff, yeah, from some really primo stuff, you know,
Wow.
that we haven't gotten before.
Well, you know, I have, like, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe my sister was in town and she bought me a Peanuts, you know, Charlie Brown Peanuts clock.
Yes, I remember that
That
clock.
plays the song, dun, 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 you know, the Peanuts song, every hour. And I had it. You're like, what?
No, I mean, you had it. Where'd it go?
No, I still have it.
Okay.
But I had it actually when we first got it in the studio. This is before I knew that every hour was going to play that song. And I was doing an interview, and all of a sudden the song starts playing. I'm thinking, what the heck's going on? So, it plays only if there's light. If the lights are off, it doesn't play.
Oh.
So I had to put it in a spot where it was not lit.
The closet, right? Inside the closet.
And then when now I have it in an office at my house, so when it doesn't go off if it's dark, you know, but if I'm sitting in there and the lights are on,
It goes off.
in the hour, I'm like, oh, so that's kind of cute.
Now,
But
was it a bargain?
It was. It was only like $1 or $2.
Oh, wow. That was a bargain.
Yeah, that was a really good bargain.
Yeah, that's a collector's item, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, and you're the collector, right?
I have lots of Charlie Brown, Snoopy Peanuts items, so I
Yeah.
like that.
Well, good for you, yeah. I have a lot of Tupperware, Gary.
I know. Are you trying to dwindle that down, or are you keeping that collection?
Gosh, it's difficult. It really is difficult to give away my Tupperware. But I'm not buying any more vintage Tupperware. Okay, I'm not. That's where I've stopped. No more.
So when you buy vintage Tupperware, do you use it to store things, or do you just
Hoard it.
put it in a
You
closet?
just hoard it.
Okay.
it's just very
It goes
big.
in a dark place,
It
too.
goes in a dark place, yes. Yes, because you never use it. Because usually,
Right, it's gonna be-
sometimes it's in good shape, and I try to buy only the vintage pieces that are in really good shape that you can use again. But then you think, well, I don't want to use it because it's vintage, and something might happen to it, or I can't let somebody borrow it or use it. So what else can you do with it but put it in the dark in the closet?
It gets preserved that way.
Yes, it does. It's very preserved, and I think I'm going to put in my will that my Tupperware is all going to go to Goodwill
Okay.
or to a charity of some type. So
There must be a Tupperware museum.
there must.
You should donate to the Tupperware Museum in the name of Yvonne McNary.
I have the Tupperware museum in my house.
They'll remember you always.
Yes, they will. I love that stuff. I really do. It's hard for me to pass a Tupperware bowl and not buy it.
But so I remember when I was younger, my mom had Tupperware, and
Mm-hmm.
it was like you had the little bowls, and then you had like it was green and orange and these
Yes,
different.
that's
and you
the
pushed the
vintage ones.
buttons,
Yes.
and it would like
Yeah.
seal it.
Those are
So
vintage.
that's what you're buying.
Yeah, those are vintage. Yes.
Yeah.
Those
Ones
older
that people
colors.
say now are like ugly colors.
Yes, the ugly colors are now the ugly colors are now vintage. Yes, and those are the ones that hold their value. Because if you can buy an entire set of those, I have sets of vintage Tupperware.
So they bring back good memories for you.
Yes, I guess I have no idea. God, I need a psychiatrist. Don't I? A good
Why
doctor.
holding on to this empty somewhere?
No, a good doctor.
Well, as long as you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm having a great time, and I'm not causing any trouble with it.
That's right.
I haven't done anything bad with my Tupperware, so so I'm okay. But like I said, I no longer purchase it. I just look at it and say, oh, that's a great piece, and walk on by.
And think about a 1950s kitchen,
Yeah, why not? Well, my pieces don't go back quite that far.
like 70s.
Yeah, 70s.
When did Tupperware start?
I don't.
Was it in the 50s?
I don't know.
See, all these questions that come
Yeah,
out of it.
yeah.
But you may get your questions answered at the 400-mile yard sale.
I just might, because there's always someone there who, if they're selling something, they generally know all about what they're selling. So, it came from grandma's house, or it came from a neighbor's garden, or attic, or whatever. They have all that info.
But there will be one yard sale participant that will be missed by us this year
Yes.
because Mr. Spalding down there on Main Street, right by the post office, passed away this past year. And we used to visit his place
Yeah.
pretty much every year because
Every
he
year.
always had lots of good stuff with his family down there
Yes.
and sharing. So maybe we'll see if they're still out this year with some of the
Right.
different stuff. But
Yeah, and he
we'll have
had
the
secret
opportunity
spots that he went to that
Yes,
he wouldn't.
to get his stuff.
Yeah,
That's
to get
right.
his stuff. Yeah,
Because a lot of them go places to buy stuff in order to sell it.
Right. Yeah, and he had some very secret places that he went because some of his pieces were
Yvonne's
like.
closet.
He did not share my love for Tupperware. Okay. He liked more of the glass objects. He had, those old jars. I
Yeah,
have
and he
old
liked-
jars and old,
And old
wood-
tools and stuff like
old
that,
tools,
you know.
old
that
chairs with
yeah.
paint chipping off. And
Yeah,
he thought they were
that you could
wonderful. Yeah.
utilize for other stuff that people gentrify,
Yeah.
and make new again,
Yes.
like your Tupperware.
Well, like you said, he will be missed this year.
Yes, we will. Also, this weekend, so that's going to be going on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you were saying. We have Thomas, St. Catherine's Picnic, Rotary Wine Tasting, there's St. Charles Picnic as well that Saturday night. And on Friday night is the Washington County Relay for Life. So a few weeks ago, I was in Nelson County for the Nelson County Relay for Life.
Right.
And they had great weather for that event. And they also had a balloon release there in Nelson County, which they had for the first time, which was really nice, which is kind of cool. So Washington County is back at St. Catherine College again this year. Washington County Relay for Life used to be at St. Catherine College.
For years.
For years, and then they moved to Idlehour Park for a couple years. And now they're moving back again to St. Catherine College. They're going to have it right outside Lord's Hall again on Friday, June the 3rd. So you can come on out. It's going to be from 6 until midnight. That you can come on out there, and Central Kentucky Television will be out there getting some video for it. We'd like to thank several businesses in our community who've made it possible for us to bring coverage of the various Relay for Life events to the community. Some of them include Righetti's Italian food here in
Yummy.
Lebanon.
Yes.
Yes. What's your favorite dish from there?
Lasagna.
Okay.
Or maybe spaghetti.
Well, you came out quick with that lasagna, though.
Yeah, I did. I do love that lasagna. It's wonderful. But I do like the spaghetti too. So I'd probably buy a dish where you could get
A sampler plate.
a sampler plate. Yeah, get
That's
the
good
sampler.
stuff too.
Yes, it is.
You know, we also have Henning's Restaurant in Lebanon is also one of our sponsors, and they have some really great food there
Yes,
as well.
they do.
And when I was there getting their new commercial that we have, I got to sample some of the different food, and I got to have a chocolate chess pie. Have you had that?
No. When we were in there one day, we were asking about that, and they had sold it all
Oh, okay.
the last time we were in
So
there.
we'll have to go back again.
Yeah, so I can
because
do the chocolate.
yes, and it was warm. It was really good. It was like sugar that just melted in your mouth. It was really good.
Yes. Thanks, Gary.
A perk of the job sometimes.
Yes, indeed.
I also had the fried chicken because they have some great blue plate specials as well. And so Henning's Restaurant on Main Street. So we have both of those really good restaurants that you can go to. For Henning's you can go to breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, and Righetti's you can go to lunch and dinner 7 days a week.
Yes, you can.
And they do carry out as well, and they have some really good pizzas. You know, so Righetti's and
They
Henning's
have
right there.
some good. They have good garlic bread.
Oh, they do have good garlic bread.
Yes.
It's very good stuff. Citizens National Bank is also another one of our sponsors in Lebanon. We'd like to thank them for helping us bring you the Relay for Life, as well as Smith & Associates Insurance in Bardstown, and the Ruth Hagen Agency Insurance. Also, Pat's Pharmacy in Lebanon is another one of our sponsors that makes it possible for us to bring the Relay for Life coverage right to you here on Central Kentucky Television. And we are covering, of course, Nelson County as well as Washington County and Marion County. We already had the Nelson County event, which occurred back in May that we were talking about. Washington County's will be on Friday the 3rd from 6 to 12 at St. Catherine College. And then the Marion County Relay for Life is going to be on the 10th, the following Friday. And that will be at Graham Memorial Park in Lebanon, and we'll be out there for coverage of that event as well. It's amazing, these events have been going, I think, used to be Marion and Washington County were together,
Right.
obviously, and then they split and do their own separate ones now. But the first one when they started out together, I think this is the 17th year.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's going on for quite a while.
Quite a while, yes. And as you were talking about those sponsors that we have, you know, with the sponsors, it's such a wonderful thing that they do because they make it possible for people who are unable to come out for the relays to be able to join in anyway. You know, a lot of our citizens are ill. A lot of them are in our nursing homes around town. A lot of our people, for one reason or another, are at our nursing homes or at home and can't come out. So it does make it possible for more people to get involved and for everybody in the community to appreciate Relay for Life for what it is.
Absolutely. And two other sponsors who are making that possible are Cedarwood Family Restaurant in Lebanon. And Cedarwood also is doing catering. So you can actually get them to cater your event. So you can get, you know, because they're a breakfast, lunch, and dinner as well. It's a diner if you've never been there. Also on Main Street on the other end, near Kroger. We have good restaurants along Main Street
Yes,
in
we
Lebanon
do.
that are big sponsors of community events for us. But they're doing catering, so you can kind of just give them a call and they'd be happy to come cater whatever event you have to have going on as well. And also Plantation Furniture, which is on 3rd Street in Bardstown. They're another one of our sponsors for the Relay for Life coverage, and they are closing. Joyce with Plantation Furniture, she and her husband have been there for almost 30 years.
Wow.
But it's time for them to change. Her husband has had some illness the past year, you know, And he also just had, and she told me I could share, his 84th birthday was just the other day.
Well, happy birthday.
So about a week or so ago, 2 weeks. So they are deciding to scale down. And so Plantation Furniture, if you haven't been there, there's some great deals on some really fine furniture that they have there as well on 3rd Street in Bardstown. So there are some of the sponsors who are making it possible for us to bring you complete coverage of the Relay for Life events, American Cancer Society events in all 3 of our counties.
Yeah, and you know, Plantation Furniture, I often go in there and look around. They have things, furniture that you only see in catalogs maybe, or in, you know, makeover shows and all that. Oh, I've seen that before. You know, Plantation Furniture always has something a little different. You know, that cutting line going, just going right over the top a little bit. You know, always something special. Always something special.
And very nice,
Yes.
and classy and elegant, and they do a nice job there
Very much so.
as well. So mark your calendars again. It's going to be the 3rd and the 10th for the Marion County and the Washington County Relay for Life events. Both of them starting at 6 o'clock on Friday the 3rd in Washington County, on Friday the 10th in Marion County at St. Catholic College and at Grand Memorial Park. And you're welcome to come on out even if you're not part of a team. And often they're like selling or doing some fundraising that night for some goodies if you're looking for some good stuff to eat or what have you, or just some raffles potentially as well.
Yeah, a lot of raffles.
Yes.
A lot of good stuff.
And with their luminaries as well, where you can do it in honor of or in memory of an individual as well, which is really a nice thing to do.